How can you use AI in your email marketing? Guys, this is a Monday video, which means I'm going to talk about specifically a traffic source that I always talk about on a Monday, but other traffic sources as well. So if you tune in on Mondays, you know that it's traffic day. But I'm going to talk about email marketing specifically because this traffic source that I'm going to share with you, or this advertising source that I'm going to share with you, has to do a lot with email marketing. And literally, if you learn how to use AI with this, you can use AI pretty much in every single thing that you do. So I hope that you stick around till the very end of this video because I'm going to show you guys how you can learn this, even let's say leverage the tools that I'm using within this strategy. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to go over the strategy very quickly and explain to you how AI helps in all of this. Now, I would say there are multiple large language models out there, which is basically a ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Grok, you can name it, Perplexity. There are multiple options that are available out there when it comes to AI. So we will cover the use cases for both, and obviously I can help in some ways. Other ways, if you're interested, feel free to go and research on YouTube itself because there are tons of videos that are available where you can start to implement it slowly. And guys, don't be afraid to implement this steadily, one step at a time. Okay, it's not going to be perfect from day one, but when you do start to realize it, you get into a routine where it's going to save you time. I want you guys to think about this as time savers. When I got started with affiliate marketing, guys, a long time ago, I had my successes, I had my failures, but I realized a couple of things that were really, really important in terms of essential skill sets. And one of them is advertising. So knowing how to advertise, which has a longer learning curve, obviously. So advertising is the one thing. And the second thing is specifically copywriting. When I say copywriting, I mean copywriting in email, copywriting on your sales pages, copywriting from day one, basically from the customer's journey when they come in to what you have to the actual solution that you're providing. Whether you're a digital product owner, whether you're doing digital marketing, affiliate marketing, network marketing, really doesn't matter what kind of marketing you're doing. It really matters the copy that's there in the marketing that makes the biggest difference. So a lot of people say that, AI is taking over copywriters and so on and so forth. But rather, I wouldn't say that because the expertise that a copywriter would have is that creativity and that realistic mindset, which helps you enhance the AI's output for specifically copy. And remember, this is just one way of doing it. Okay, we can take our knowledge and we can adapt and grow with the skill sets and the tools that we have. And in fact, we're in a day and age, guys, where I would say it's a must. Use it as a potential tool to enhance your intellect as a way, or enhance your skill set by leveraging AI. Okay, so you're still putting in the work and the effort, but you are also learning from these kind of things. Okay, so I wanted to solve these two problems about 3.5 to 4 years ago, where I said, you know what, I still have a full-time job, I still have everything that's going on for me, but I want to make sure that I'm getting some kind of momentum in this space. So I decided to get a traffic source called My Legion Secret. Link is in the description of this video. I'll also leave a playlist which you can see my entire 3 years. I've documented it here on YouTube itself, so you can see it very clearly. The ups, the downs, the wins, the losses, everything, and also how to use the tool. And one of the things that helped me a lot was evolving with AI. And I said evolving with AI because I'm still evolving with it, right? It's a skill set that you start to get better and better with. So when I say evolving with AI, I started to use, first and foremost, I started initially just to write my own emails. Then I basically started to use ChatGPT to write the emails for me because the traffic source that we get is called My Legion Secret, which gives you 100 leads in the business opportunity niche every single day, 100 to 200 leads. Okay, so the problem of solving or having that traffic got kind of solved for me because I said I don't have to go out there and look for that traffic because I'm getting 100 to 200 leads dripped into my account every single day. So I need to email them. So now my focus was on the second part, which was the copy. I realized that if I do this correctly, I can leverage the same skill set for my own email list. So now I'm building my own email list and these skill sets are applicable there. In fact, it has helped me create bonus offers. It has helped me create some stuff which is obviously impacting the user's journey who comes to me, because at the end of the day, I'm doing affiliate marketing. I'm only bridging the gap between the solution and the pain point that somebody has. I am not physically solving. So obviously the bonuses that I give are supposed to help you guys get better and closer to that goal that we are speaking about. Okay, so I hope you guys understand this. And one of the biggest things is list building is an issue, right? So we won't talk about the list building because here we're getting the 100 to 200 leads every single day. Yes, we're paying for it. I'm just saying this. It is not free. It is a paid method. It costs $30 for the for you to maintain this service, and $30 in the first month just to set it up. And the way I do it is I use it as an autoresponder. Basically, I use an email service provider, and I just email every single day. The kind of emails and the kind of conversations that I had initially, I was writing my own emails because AI is not going to understand exactly sometimes the traffic source that you're using. In this scenario, for example, there are business opportunity leads within the Make Money Online niche. Okay, they're co-registration leads first and foremost. They're on multiple offers. There are multiple maybe email lists also. So I knew all of these things and I said, what's the main exact pain points? The fact that we get stuck in a vicious cycle, the fact that, list building is hard, the fact that there's a lot of hype in the market, honestly. People are over promising and not delivering at all. Unfortunately, the quality of products and services are low. Or for example, if you have a quality product and service, after some time you see a drop in sales. These are all potential different pain points at different levels. Like when I said talk about the drop of sales, those are more applicable for people who have been following this for a while, not the new person who's just getting started and trying to understand, oh, let me find a way to earn online. No, there's somebody who has definitely gone through the circle and the cycle, and so I'm talking to them. A little bit more high quality leads, but those kind of leads exist within this space that I'm getting. I just need to email and relate to them. So all of these factors, you list them down. Sometimes initially in the beginning, it's going to be vague. And then as you see and as your journey grows, you get a little bit of first time experience, just like anybody, right? So if, for example, you're doing something in the dog niche and you own a dog and you have these issues, it's obviously much more easier to relate and create a product around that, or whatever. The tech is another thing. This is why people usually own the tech that they have so that they can create the videos and so on and so forth. It's just a mindset of when you do more, you learn more, and so you can apply more. Okay, I'm saying this because along with AI, and you put these two things together, that's what gets the best results. So just to give you as an understanding, what I do is I send an email out to an offer every single day. I make about 3 to 5 sales a week at the moment, and those sales create a fund, a budget for myself that then I use paid advertising. So I'm not going out there and only organically promoting my links and stuff like that. I do that for my back end product, but for the front end, I have a methodology that it is still a cold list that people come to, and they have a campaign going out. They go to my broadcast list and email them every single day of the week, and I promote my backend offer there. The email part, I'm learning this way. So how does AI help me with my email marketing? You need to put these elements in place so that it evolves. There are a couple of things that I want to say. You can use Claude. Let's do it this way. All right, guys, I'm just going to give you a couple of examples just to tell you and let's just go to Gemini also so that you have an example. Okay, if we have these 3 language models that we have out there, how does AI help you with them? Okay, you can start to email and start to just give them a little bit of a prompt. Initially, a prompt will be vague. Start to get improving with your prompts as you go along and more details. This is why I say the research is important. If you want to research all of the things before, research them using these tools as well, and then start to write your emails. It's absolutely fine. But I want you guys to think of this as different like personality types that are writing the content for you. So for example, I would say Gemini is more of a scientific brain behind the writing and the skill set. So when you understand this, it starts to analyze it in a specific way. It might give you some little bit of results. It is good as an all-round LLM, but as I said, you're teaching it. Okay, so it's more analytical. It's kind of giving you a holistic image. It might give you some links and something like that, and it might overdo it for some audiences. Know that Gemini is this way. Claude is more of the engineer behind, engineering side behind everything. That's the brain that it has. So obviously, even though it's good for certain things, it's also very precise. Again, what kind of content do you want to create? And ChatGPT is a little bit of a generic statement, but you can get each one of these language models, guys, has some pros and cons. If you use a ChatGPT, for example, the cons are sometimes it's repeating itself, sometimes it's not good at analyzing itself. All of these things are applicable for ChatGPT. I'm not saying it's the worst place in the world because I personally, this is my base. But Claude is definitely also a good option to have. Gemini is also a good option to have. You can jump around between the 3 if you want, just so that it starts to learn your voice and you can implement it. I'm giving you guys this because I want you guys to go out there and start doing it, because that will help. The more you apply, the better it is. Okay, you don't have to stick to one. Do not have to stick to one. In fact, I would recommend not to stick to one and start to put it into different offers, like different systems. I was doing a little bit of work the other day, and I did exactly this. I took the same email and I said, change it up for me according to my voice and everything else that Claude had. And I said, ask me any questions. What would you improve? Get some insight from the GPT itself, from the LLM itself, and then use it in the next one, and so on and so forth. And then by the end, I had Like I spent literally 15 minutes doing this. I wanted to see the copy that came out of it and I loved it. So now I had that basis, which I can now use in my GPT. So I can give it as instruction and so on and so forth. So it does help me with these available options, but to start to just write. The important thing over here is start to write. When you get an idea of what it is, you can start to schedule, and maybe if you want to save some time, each of the GPTs you can go to the settings and you can personalize each of these LLMs so that it gives you the output that you require. Don't want to complicate it. I'm just saying that there are ways to shortcut your method instead of just writing and typing and spending an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, because that can happen, you know. So the way I did this is I started to use this GPT. I started to use ChatGPT, and then I said, you know what, I'm going to create a tool for myself. And now the way I leverage my email marketing every single week specifically for this traffic source, I come here, I have an automation tool that I've created. And guys, this tool is a methodology, is a step-by-step methodology that I said, you know what, I'm going to help you guys understand and put it into place. So yes, this is it. This is at the moment of when I'm shooting this video, it is part of my course that I have. The link is in the description of the video. It's part of the course, and it is an up order bump in the entire course in case you want it. Okay, so that's available below. But as I mentioned, this is just a starting. In the future, it could be an app that I create or something else that will help you additionally with a little bit more guidelines, I presume. But for now, this is how it's set up. Okay, so you set up your profile. It just speeds up the process. It's going to ask you a lot of questions. You're going to spend maybe 20 minutes on it. Okay, start just 10 to 20 minutes on each one. Add your product, then write your first email, see what you don't like, what you like, and everything else. And then I personally come here and I literally click write weekly emails for me, just to give you guys an understanding. Because by now, ChatGPT itself, the way I've step by step done this is that it understands who you are, thinks, and it tells you what's your product, what part of your story connects with this product, and what belief should we tackle. If you don't answer this, and it gives you an example also here, okay? If you don't understand any of this, just ask. Because the sources, if you see right here, are reading the document that I have. There's a document that's right here which has all my winning emails that it's reading, and it's taking the insights from there. So obviously the elements of the reading emails is going to be in each of the GPT that you use. Okay, so it's a tool that I'm leveraging now, and it saves me a ton of time, guys. Every single time I'm like, I need emails, I come here and I write about a week's worth of emails or 2 weeks worth of emails just from this, and then I'm only editing the format and everything else when I send it. I talk about this on my other videos. That's how I leverage AI, right? And then as I improve this every single month. So when I make more sales, I take that copy that I've got sales with, and I take that copy and I add it to this file, as I mentioned right here, to this file that I mentioned right here. So you are getting the latest content as well, because it updates for everybody, but also I'm using it in such a way that it's optimizing my content as we go along. All right, so these are the ways that I think it should be an assistant for you in what you're doing. There are some things that you can use. If you're paying for ChatGPT, that you can use agent mode to do it for you or not. But in any case, I believe that when you are creating your tool, that you should have the most amount of details added there eventually. When I say eventually, I mean in about a month, go ahead and start to create it. Second month, you update it. Third month, you update it. By the time you're using it for a year, guys, you have a tool that is irreplaceable for what you are doing. And for each and every one of us, it's different. So if you are interested in getting this tool, if you're interested in my Legion Secret, I just wanted, like, literally, this is what I do every single week, guys. I come here, I make these emails, I get 6 or 7. I'll just show you guys an example of this. Let's say last week. Okay, I came here and I said, look, I wanted, what products? So I said, look, we're talking about social media jobs. I want 2 things, and mentioned all the information that I wanted, more or less. It got me around 5 story moments. And then from those story moments, it gave me 6 angles. And then I said, write 1 email for each angle. And it started to write the emails for me per angle. Okay, so now I have unique emails, and this is a process that creates obviously unlimited content, because the more you start to understand the pain points, even if you don't know what to do, you can just ask. Come here, ask. They'll say, what is it bothering you this week? What do you want to tackle this week? And they'll ask you questions and you can apply it. So that's how I leverage AI in my day-to-day, specifically in my email marketing. Again, this exact strategy, you can ultimately have this here in ChatGPT as a tool, or you can now also create a project or a co-work, for example, an idea skill set within Claude, and save it. So eventually this is something that is shareable. But if you use this what is shareable and start to create more an authentic profile on Claude, which you can do, and I would recommend also, you can create a skill specifically for email marketing eventually that you don't have to update, because now I can take, for example, and I will be doing this, right? I'll take these files that I'm using any which ways, add it to something like this, which has the skill set and everything. Then all I need to do is then just go and type. The problem with Claude is that I definitely, even if I make this, I cannot share this with you unless it's, you're paying for co-work or stuff like that. So this is why I prefer just having it shared via ChatGPT, but it's still good enough. It's not the best. It can be improved, obviously, but we're moving so fast in this space that it always can be improved. I just hope this video is helpful. Either which ways, my encouragement for you today is start, if you want to get this GPT, as I mentioned, you'll find it you just click on the link below. This is the sales page of the offer. Okay, so you have the email marketing AI training as well. But basically, and you have affiliate marketing essentials. Affiliate marketing essentials is basically the strategy, and the emails right here, which I've said, gives you prompts and also gives you the GPT that I was mentioning. So either which ways, if you want to go with the prompting model, you can go the prompting model. If you want to go the GPT model, you can use the GPT model. You can take those prompts and even use it in Claude or anywhere else. So that's all available here. Just to show you guys a little bit of a snippet, if you click on this, it'll take you to the sales page, to the order page. You'll see affiliate marketing essentials. It actually costs you just $1. But if you want to add this AI training, you can just add it right here, and then you will get that. Okay, so those are the two options available. I don't have anything else in this course. There are no upsells, there are nothing. This is just for me to share with you. I leverage in the course, you'll learn how I leverage this exact strategy. I literally talk about this entire strategy. Talks to you about exactly how to send email traffic, what we're doing for the last 3 years, and I keep updating it constantly every single year because it's something that I do on a daily basis. All right. If you have any questions, comment below. Let me know. I'm here to help. Feel free to reach out to me at any point of time. And I will see you guys on the next video. Keep paving the way for your dreams to come true.